Hello everyone and welcome aboard the home of the Hype Train and its dedicated football team Hype Train FC. We're fully into the swing of things with 2022's action, with the team jumping straight in at the deep end as we resume our Sunday League journey on Sunday the 9th of January 2022, away at RDSL Division 1 outfit Give Back FC in the fourth round of the Berks and BBFA Sunday Trophy. This last 16 encounter, which is a competition for all teams outside the top divisions in the Sunday League system within the local Berkshire counties, is a follow-up to the team's 3-0 home win against Bass FC in the first round, a 3-1 home win against Reading United in the second, and a 5-0 home demolition of Wraysbury FC in the round of 32, which has seen the team involved in some highly competitive games in the County Cup this season. Give Back lined up in a full yellow home strip for the game, leaving the train to sport our home navy blue kit. Jake Holloway started in goal for the team, whilst ahead of Holloway on a very wide pitch we had Stuart Stannard and Danny Basden at fullback, with Vincent van Lembergen, the club's captain, joined by Callum Gibbons in the heart of defence. In midfield, Matt Snell, George Holloway and Callum Fox-Spence were occupying central midfield positions, whilst out wide Paul Hatfield and Graham High were both in support of Phil Newport in attack for the team. We had a full roster of substitutes to choose from, with manager Robert Austin having Gino Izzo, Chris Marshall, Jamie Carter, Callum Parr-Jones and Danny Setiawan available to call upon throughout the game. Ahead of kickoff, if you follow the team, don't forget to hit the like button as well as subscribing to the channel for more action from the train, and you can also find out more about the club by visiting our main website hypetrainfc.com and by visiting our parent website over at thehypetrain.co.uk for more from the Hype Train. The majority of the chances and action fell in the first half, and our first attempt here comes from a Paul Hatfield corner which squeezes just in between our two central defenders on the head. Now we've got Give Back pressing forward. It's probably one of their first forays forward into the game. They've got a lot of time to pick up a pass in the box. That's well defended. It's only cleared out to their number 7 who was playing on right mid, and he somehow managed to dance through several of our players before getting off an instinctive shot that unfortunately takes a bounce off of Jake Holloway, and Give Back have an early lead to start the game. The hosts Give Back were forced into a change early on in the first half as their goalkeeper here collects the ball, and he's actually had a bit of a collision with Phil Newport. He's unfortunately just fallen awkwardly on one of his ankles here, and they have to bring in their deputy keeper. Now from a Jake Holloway goal kick, there's a long kick forward that falls out to Phil. He collects well and plays with Paul Hatfield down the left hand side. Paul manages to win the ball off the right back who has a loose touch here, though the cross is deflected for a corner. Now we've got another chance, and it all originates from the right hand side here with Phil on the ball again. There's a lot of interplay with Gino Izzo doing well to feeding Graham High on the right. There's a cross that falls to Callum Fox-Spence, though his header isn't able to faze the standing keeper. It's 20 minutes into the game, and yet we haven't got into a high enough gear here, and we allow Give Back the opportunity to double their lead. And it starts when the number 7 plays in their forward, who's got some good hold-up play. He wins the ball here and feeds in a perfectly timed through ball before a nice deft finish into the back of the net, extending Give Back's lead in the first half. Not to be silenced though against the team that ultimately won RDSL Division 1 later on in the season. The team were able to get back into the game, and it starts here when the ball's played upfield to Phil Newport. There's an initial giveaway, though Phil does well to press and win the ball back. His hard work pays off as he tees in Paul Hatfield, who's into the box, and he finds the bottom corner with a nice finish. The turnaround for the team was complete just a few minutes before half time here, and we did have a good period to end the game, and it starts here when Chris Marshall and George Holloway combine. There's a loose giveaway by a Give Back defender with Paul looking in field before finding the feet of Phil Newport. Paul continues his run and Phil returns the favour. He feeds in a lovely ball. Paul's finish is deft, and it's very similar to Give Back's second goal. The team have a good goal, and we've just restored our pride after going 2-0 down early on. We're now into the second half with ourselves in blue going from left to right, and this instance here Give Back have a lot of time on the ball as they squeeze the ball out right here. There's a nice infield run as they run the ball to the byline here, though Captain Vince is at hand to smother their efforts. For all the team's hard work to get back into the game here, we did let the lead slip again around the 48th minute into the game when a nice dead ball is floated into the back stick and their right back's on hand to squeeze it in past Jake at the far post. The second half was few and far between in terms of attacking intent as Reading kept the ball quite a lot, though they did allow us a few opportunities at goal, and one such instance here happens when we do retrieve the ball in our own attacking third. The ball goes out to Callum Fox-Spence eventually here, who has a nice turn, and then he fires in a shot at goal and it's just over the bar. Give Back now have more time on the ball as they're looking to play between our lines and our channels, though from this occasion they do tempt their fate from long range here as the ball falls out to one of their midfielders who's set up from range, and Jakey makes a comfortable save with his hands. Now we've got an opportunity to do a counter-attack. Give Back did like to play short corners in the game here, and there was a couple of times where we caught them on the break here. There's a ball that goes down the left here with Phil Newport picking up the ball. Callum Fox-Spence has continued his run here. Phil's looked up, he's driven into the box here, and there's a cross that goes high, though it goes away and falls out to Graham High eventually, who takes a shot, but he doesn't have enough pace generated behind the ball. The last play of the game, and we're right in the 90th minute now, sees the Give Back goalkeeper play the ball from left to right. He's done a good job deputising for their normal goalkeeper here, and the ball goes down the pitch. It beats the defensive line here, and their runner has picked up the ball. He drives it in at an acute angle. He takes a shot. It's banged into the far right corner, and Give Back have secured their place in the quarter-finals, and it besieges the pitch with a lot of their players. A highly competitive meeting on a massive 4G pitch behind the Madjeski Stadium saw the team recover from a 2-0 deficit in the first half, though we fell short in the second half thanks to goals at the very beginning and the very end of the second half. I'd like to pass on my congratulations to Give Back this season. They didn't unfortunately win the County Cup this year, though they did go on to win the Division 1 title in the Reading and District Sunday League, and heading into the final games of the season they were unbeaten at the time. And of course, best of luck to all involved next season. Next up for the train, we return to Sunday League action in RDSL Division 4 as we hosted NFFT at a makeshift home ground down at the Atrium Health Club on what was an extremely wet morning with one of the boggiest pitches you'll see in grassroots football. Until next time, believe the hype.